That just made sense. Sorry, I've literally just woken up. And deliver Aether to Gaia, and then we'll go... I think we'll go Poseidon next.
I wouldn't have taught you the song if I didn't like the way you sing it.
So you like hearing me, would you?
Hey.
A nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right.
Sure.
Know what we're up against by now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, we can handle anything, it's fine.
Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to... I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do. Sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful. You know?
It takes some time, but yeah.
Focus is everything.
How are you settling in?
Yeah, Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
And I've got no reason not to trust him. To be quite perfectly...
I should get going.
I just keep practicing with this thing.
You do that. And you do that.
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl.
Oh, thank you.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe's settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia?
Yeah,
Won't stop
armor
us
was
from using Hephaestus
insane.
against them.
Let's hope that's enough. How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course.
Lovebirds.
You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory. And All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
Fair enough.
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Great talk.
Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Aaron stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
Alright, it's Zoe to talk to now. Wherever she is.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
Okay.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on. But we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
How did that go for you?
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice.
That's what I do.
Sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
Okay.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
They're a bunch of bastards. That's why.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working
Old
so
Gaia.
far.
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her.
How's no one else ever found this
terraforming
place?
system.
It's beyond me.
Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields.
Why no one ever
It
called
does
the
strike me
mountains?
as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Well, we did save his
So
place.
you've been talking to
And his
Gaia?
chief.
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
We were created by a robot, apparently.
You've been
So
getting
we're
to
not
know
human.
Erend, I assume?
Or are we human?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Right. I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
Alright, let's go and speak to Gaia. See what Aoife is gonna give us. Wherever that is. There we are.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Okay. What the fuck is
Gaia?
this?
What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was more. I think I can reconnect some of them already. And it seems like there are more out there.
Oh, that's one of the drones we found. By the tool neck.
Drones reconnected now.
Ten. We'll recover. Okay, so what does it do?
An excellent choice.
Oh, we can choose a background. Oh, okay. It's a lovely background. I mean, it represents Gaia, to be fair. So is Aether the air?
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility.
Northwest.
A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
Could that be where the
You
cauldron
don't think
was?
it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
But who? It could be a Zenith, to be honest.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then.
Well, no, I don't really trust it.
You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Aletheia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Still need to talk to her.
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
Yeah, first off, we do things alone around here. Oh god, there's so much fucking shit.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes.
Okay,
Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local
Ether's
region
the
should
weather.
mostly stabilize for the time being.
Well, that's a relief. Be nice not to have to fight my way through a storm anymore.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
It's so weird.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. One in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there.
Sure.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter.
Sows, fertilizes, and tends.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Lovely.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up. So, Poseidon.
Poseidon,
What do we
the
know about
water.
Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Once it is restored to me, I may be able to improve conditions in the regional watershed. But I must warn you, like the others, Poseidon is lost and frightened. It may have taken measures to protect itself.
What about a
I'll
massive
be
shark? I don't fucking know. Anything's possible in this fucking day.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
I could
All
use those
three of the
words.
missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Perhaps you will be able to procure Eleuthia at the SOS coordinates. Artemis and Apollo, however, remain unaccounted for.
Okay, so do we do Eleuthia first? Oh my fucking god.
So, Project Zero
A
Dawn.
lot of talk in this,
The
this
greatest
stream,
minds
this
in the
episode.
world. All working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Okay.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Yes.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in.
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Probably
Right.
not.
Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum, a memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
2040s, fucking hell, we haven't even got there yet.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
Mm-hmm.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here.
Did we get Minerva? I don't think we have, right?
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
I see we did.
It may
Minerva
be
was in this
possible
place.
to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout.
Fuck you know. Right, our progress.
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts.
Let's make a robotic arm for
I
him.
may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be.
I will go talk to him.
How are things around here?
If it lets me.
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods, in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his
Typical
temple.
errand.
Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
Somehow we have a lot of extras. I'm guessing we didn't make
I'll
them.
be off.
Farewell, for now.
Right, so I'm guessing we go for Alufia first, then? Yeah, because they're on hold, so it wants me to go... Oh, everything's on hold, apparently, now. Yeah, so it wants me to do this first. Okay. Which will be... How do I... Floor up? Does that mean I can't do... Do that? I will get there at some point. Where are we going here? We've got to talk to Vol first, so... Yes, I also know I got my skill points. I will...
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Wait, what room's that? This is our room.
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able
This
to get
one?
it open later. Gaia? What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad. Where does this lead?
Where does this lead?
There's data here. Another room. What for?
How do I get in there? Okay. Anything else? Even research power log of the ASA original control center 9. Okay, alright. Fair enough. Alright, I was going to speak to Val.
Where have I seen this before?
Gaia doesn't need it? There she is.
You ready to head out?
Yes.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
I'm sure well.
This distress call had to be up
Oh,
a
right,
really
they're
steep
going up there.
mountain, huh?
Oh, fighting. I was one of the past seen it. People.
Vermin.
What is that?
What the hell?
How the fuck did I catch on fire?
Well, that takes the keg.
Is she alive? Not like I want her to be alive, but...
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
Yes, we will.
Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
I wonder... Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
I will. I wanted to listen to that, but everyone kept talking. Notebook, data points, new home, an apology. Verbena.
What?
Oh.
What?
Hello, Verbena? What do you have for me?
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place.
Well, she's dead now.
I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
Okay. What are we doing then? Good old specters.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Forge's breath.
Are we the asset?
Mess.
I don't know. Sometimes it gets a bit too confusing. I need some heals, please. Maybe not.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
How long is that gonna take them? Cave,
Going down.
campfire. Love a campfire right now. Oh, the campfire's down there. Oh, shit up. Wait, where are we? Oh. Wait. Oh, we're here. Interessant. Okay, what else are we going to be looking for here? That's just grapple point.
Kind of chilly up here.
Camping gear. Where's the camping gear? Or is that just not matter?
The
No?
rebels, an Asaram, a Zenith, and a freaky machine. Time to drink.
Oh, I'm guessing that's everything. It can't be. What am I looking for?
What a mess. You done looking around?
Almost.
I think. Like it's not giving me an option for anything else. Ah, there we go.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days.
Why?
They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up.
How do they know
So
they're
that
going to
they
show
could
up?
test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
What's a who?
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
And there's the cave. Oh, you're right there, Aaron? I need to start upgrading my pouches and that as well, so I can hold more berries. Oh, this looks lovely down there.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Snake?
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Just scream. I'm gonna involve. Let's have fun with this.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Could be quite possible. How do people find these random places? Is there anything over here?
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the
a
facility
spike or
systems from that
something there?
console.
Storage units access, data transfer operation, suspended fusion reactor. Okay. Locked door. Transmitter.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
So what's this?
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
What's
So,
his?
exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
So we
At
roll.
least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Well, there's a skeleton there then. I don't know if I'm going the right way, but we're just going somewhere. If you want to read that, I would read, but I'm really tired.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things.
Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so.
Okay, there's nothing down here. Any forklifts down there? Where does this lead?
This place is
Oh
huge.
my.
Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find
Let's
it.
get a new boat. Oh,
Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot.
I thought we were going to get
When
into
I
a
caught up to
fight.
him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Yeah, good old Erend. We love Aaron around here.
A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
This one? And the code.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I
Got
should check the log.
234. Distress signal. Oh god. Oh god, I need to remember one's watch. What? 237. But there's only 236. So where's the last one's been taken?
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container.
So where's the last one? Yes, it is here. Oh, it is here. Has someone inside it. Oh, was that the woman that took it from before? Like the other clone?
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
So she sent the distress signal?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Never knew if you Artemis and Apollo. Shut up.
But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh, shut up.
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
So she's the asset then, I'm guessing they were looking for.
I'll protect her.
I should
Come on,
prepare before the
Spectre.
Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Prepare for battle? I mean... I don't know what his weak do. And I'll level up if I need to when I'm...
Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Oh my god. Look at it! Oh my god, it's such a cool design though.
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
It does
That
have
thing's
weak
quick.
spots. If I can get his cannon off. Oh, bummer. Oh, I'm just getting stuck up by random shit. Oh, fuck me. There's nowhere to fucking run, man. Where are you? I did not mean to do that. Ow, 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 ow. For fuck's sake, let me have a fucking chance, man. I'm moving. Fucking poison bitch. The fuck is it with? Oh, you're so annoying. Get out of here. Trophy, reach level 20.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
28 skill points to put up. Fuck's sake. Alright, alright. That was tougher than I thought. Are we gonna fight the other one upstairs?
Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
I'm gonna go find my way back up now. We didn't go up here last time. I doubt there's anything up here I need. There is a door. Or wherever the fuck this place is. Oh, I found this bit. Alright, let's just leave. Before I get too engrossed with searching everything. Or before Aaron dies. Oh, I don't want that.
Aloy!
Yeah, I'm coming, I'm coming,
Aaron.
I'm coming.
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Your savior's on the
Doesn't seem
way.
right. I gotta get to Aaron.
Some more of these.
Errand, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Snow clouds. Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
That.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. Shields down. It's on the move.
I got your back, Aloy. Don't get that stuff on you.
Oh!
You aren't winning this battle, you lump. Aloy, for you.
It's actually pretty easy to do. To beat, actually, with the poison on it.
You need help, Aloy?
Yeah, it'd be quite a nice errand.
That was all I had.
Aloy, get out of there!
Oh, fuck.
Whoa! Look at that thing fizzing away.
Oh, that fucking hurt.
A heavy weapon.
Jesus Christ.
That could help.
Can't beat an Azeron Ford.
Wait, yeah, where is that heavy weapon? I mean, there already matters me dead, but... And goodbye! No? And goodbye? Oh, what's that?
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Okay.
I can get it for my stash later.
This weapon up here. So how do they know what to use? Oh, they disintegrated.
Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze.
Oh, we're
If
back.
we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
Okay.
Nah.
Where'd Katalo go?
It works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
Yeah, where is Katalo?
Where have I seen this before?
Not my room, are you, Katalo?
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take
Oh,
what you
cheers.
need.
Well, thank you. Even though I don't seem to be actually doing stuff. I should actually use the workbench, because that's the thing in the game. Okay, I don't care about traps. So I've got outfits, like... I'm so weak to shock, and that's what most machines use. I can't really use that. Acid. I could use this one, to be quite fair. But I can only upgrade it once. I think it could be the best one to use for now. But it only gives -7. This is the bow we're using right now. Oh no. Oh god. Everything has acid arrows. That's the problem here. I don't know what weapons I use. Frost Hunter bow. That is, the Frost Hunter bow is better. But we're gonna get like purple weapons anyway. Like honestly, so point upgrading it. Let's put our costume on though. This one. I could put our acid defense up here for now. -8 ain't too bad. Okay. Like I said, there's literally no point in doing anything until I get like the purple.
There it is.
Where's your boy? I was in a. He's somewhere.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Wait, is this the new room opened?
Old ones painted their faces with something called
Oh no, still one door there.
like a card chip. Why?
Katala.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe.
Why was telling me to talk to him about the Tanark? Okay, that's a bit weird.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Can I not talk to him about the
I need to
arm?
go.
What guy said
On
to
your
offer
way,
him?
then.
I imagine not then. Alright, let's finish talking to Lise. So I'd have to do it next time.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up.
Love the
everyone's
outfit.
doing.
You mean after meeting someone
The
who
same
looks
as us,
exactly
isn't it?
like you, but isn't you, down
You
in the
are.
basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
Let's hope.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child.
Yeah, well, hopefully I
Thunderstorms
can
chills to my skin.
ride one of them.
But everything Gaia creates has a purpose.
I know you can.
Yeah.
So either Stormbird is a
If we
bird,
can get Hephaestus
pterodactyl,
back, she can get those Stormbirds.
because it was in a trailer.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now! At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
I mean, we kind of
next?
knew.
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods
Yeah,
being
we have
used to
seen that
harness
before.
lightning during storms.
When we
That
first
reminded me
met
of
them.
a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
Fair
I
enough.
have to get going.
Right, let's go
Don't
and
go
see
causing
them
too
then.
much trouble.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
Thank you.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare?
It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah. Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information about you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here?
This is kind
What
of
do
a
they
bit
want?
weird.
How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it
Doppelganger
uninhabitable.
here.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago.
How do they
You didn't know?
survive?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface. All so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Lovely.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we
Well,
reached
she had a
Earth,
choice,
I
to be
pieced
quite
together
honest
what
with you.
must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the
Well,
end,
Verbena's dead.
always do what he says. Eric,
Well, as far as
he's the
we
one
know.
I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there
It
more
takes like
Zeniths staying
100
once you
years,
rest?
doesn't it?
I'm not sure. I suppose
Pretty
there
sure
must be
that's
out in space. Other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbaina long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done.
Yes, good job. Good job getting that beta. Can we call you something else instead of beta?
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach, must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you
Okay.
want to come upstairs, or... So how long?
How long for what?
Your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate
Do we
functions
trust
before
her?
Gaius powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaius still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
Jeez.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Okay, let's just have an exclamation mark above her head. Those vaults, yes.
So big the old ones called it the lungs of the planet?
Hey, you and Erend okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Erend. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Erend to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea.
Fuck that, I don't get near a snap mall. Well, no, I'm still my head in it anyway.
I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Got some holes that's been completed. I guess we're gonna do Poseidon next, right? It does seem the closest to where we are anyway. Well, Poseidon's here. The other one's here. But I might go do the cauldron. At some point.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zenith.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot.
Fuck Silence.
That's not all. The Zenith got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is...
Trophy and 30 skill points.
But I can't let it distract me.
Yeah, so I think we are going to do Poseidon next. Because it is the closest. We do have... I mean... We could go there. Because that could be quite close. But I want to do Poseidon, I think. So we gained the effort. I don't know if anything, like, unlocked or not. So if it's like the first game where I can go back and do the side quests and whatnot, like it comes up with a prompt. That's this will be the final battle or stuff like that. I could go back and do the side quests, but I know I do need to do them. Well, I don't need to do them, but it could help.
I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Yeah, Poseidon will be the next one.
Me again.
Welcome back, Aloy. Where shall we resume?
So, Poseidon, what do we...
Poseidon, one, but it may have...
I'll be careful. So, once
Already
Hephaestus
spoke
has
about
been
Poseidon.
recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines, attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal
Is this the same thing?
Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human being. Apollo was tasked in disseminating. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo.
Yes.
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears to have been...
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were... Do you still need them?
Restore empowering...
This again.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Okay. Oh god, so many questions in this game.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey. in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena.
It's always good to learn the lore,
Beta
though,
said
isn't
they
it?
were some of the most powerful people on Earth.
We didn't really know about them in the
Do you
first
know
game.
anything about them?
We thought they all died.
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one, Oswald Dahlgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Well, let's hope so.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
Always hope, always.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
Interesting
See you later,
indeed.
Beta.
Until next time, Aloy.
Until next time indeed. Oh, we got a side quest in here.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
Sure.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores,
Grimhorns.
then use them to adapt
Lovely.
the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the
Okay.
land gods.
Let's go and before we finish this up, let's go and collect the side quests. And when we come back to this Monday, I will actually start off doing the side quests, just in case we don't miss any. Is this the way where I need to go?
I can feel this frost down to my bones. Race? Well, they definitely don't sound like rebels.
Ooh.
Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed.
I mean, it looks like they're down here. A race, they say. Where's... Okay, so we got side quest there. And we've still got to finish these, I guess. It keeps telling me to talk to a pitmaster, but I do. I don't understand that. I guess we can come back here and do that. I don't think we could do that yet, because it's still got that thing there. We've got some other question marks we need to look for anyway, which we'll probably do. We'll probably do this whole area Monday, finish all the question marks and that off. Which I think we should probably do. I still don't know how to unlock that yet. We have to somehow fly on it, I would imagine. But let's go to here.
I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
Oh, hello. Another...
I see you, champion. Sit.
Let's see if he's got anything to say as well.
A caravan of Asura make camp in the still sands south of here. We've tolerated them
Wait, why's
so
my
far,
heels gone from 14 to
but their
12?
leader's a greedy profiteer. He steps out of line out
Oh,
gladly,
because my
sends the whole
suit.
camp packing.
That's fair enough.
Another side quest.
Sounds like the Oseram are taking quite a risk being out here.
So you do have blue weapons, but I don't really want to waste my stuff on the blue weapons. That's the thing. Oh, hello. Oh, that is nice. That is most of my money, though. Shock. Ice. What's the middle? I'm going to buy it. I don't have a bolt caster, do I? Let's put it on that. Bolt blaster. Weak to... That would be quite nice. Depending on what the upgrades will do on it. That does make me weak too. What's is the purple corruption? I don't know if corruption is a thing in this game. Might be worth buying. Rollerback circulator. I don't know where you get them.
You can make yourself stand out with that. Find out what they're doing.
Fire blast, powerful weapon, quickly fire blast projectiles. Okay. That could be quite nice for us. Oh, it's plasma damage. Okay. Can I use the fire, please? Hello? Let's pick this one up. No. I don't think I've missed any other side quests. Is this the place that we couldn't get to last time? There was a settlement I couldn't get to last time. Might be this one. How do I get into this? That is also the main question. Was this the place that wouldn't let me in? I think it was. But it's a side quest there now, so surely it will let me in now. Arahand.
I don't need a chaplain telling me what battles to fight.
So we got
The
that.
real battle is arguing with you.
Potions, workbench, stash. What have you got to sell? Coils. Okay. Workbench. Right, calm down, calm down. It's also another question mark. Just here. You're a Mr. Cookman. Are there any side quests in here? There you are.
Race? Well, they definitely don't sound like rebels.
Look, we don't get those hearts, we don't get water, and everyone dies.
Why am I talking to myself?
I'm going back to the pens. I'll gut those machines myself.
So machines did this?
An Easterner with hair like blood. The Outlander that took down the Bulwark.
You bested Regala. Killed her champion Greta, too. Both of them were our clan.
It's Aloy, and I'm not looking for any trouble.
Maybe I could use some trouble right about now.
Out there is a big herd my people harvest. We take the machines' hearts, send them to our capital. Get paid with water. Gets harder every year. Killer machines keep showing up to defend the herd. Last one hit us right as we were penning up our prey. Nearly wiped us out. But our quarry is still in the pens, which means if I can get their hearts, we can trade for the water we need.
If you go out there alone, you'll probably wind up dead, Draka.
I'm not going alone, Chaplain. The great champion killer's coming with me.
How about you answer some questions first? What can you tell me about this herd?
Been there for years. We harvest the parts we need from it. No more, no less. New machines always show up to replace our kills.
What about the killer machines you mentioned?
They guard the herd. The more we take out, the more arrive. First sawtooths, then ravagers. Now, a sand-blasted thunderjaw. Hit us right as we were herding machines into our pens. Had to leave half my hunters behind.
Oh, we all love thunderjaws in this game.
The survivors are the ones you see here.
Cheers for the like, mate. We'll be ending soon anyway. Just picking up side quests.
You mentioned the capital gives you water.
There's no giving. We pay tribute for it with machine parts. Parts being the most valuable. Every other desert village has some resource to exchange. But the capital of Scalding Spear is the only one with a constant supply of water. Here in dry country, it's the same as holding everyone's lives in their hands.
It is the way of the desert. How we've always survived.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like you like this commander of yours.
Survival in the desert requires a more disciplined approach than that of other clans.
Means she really likes her rules and order.
But you don't.
I just don't like hers.
This is insubordination.
I must be dehydrated.
Surely.
So you're a chaplain, like Decca.
You've met Decca? Her blades were something to behold back when I still had a squad.
Who's
Now,
Decker
just
again?
like
Oh
she
yeah,
counsels the
Decker. Yeah.
Lowlanders, I counsel the Desert
From the
Clan.
museum. Who we'll
Those
be
who
going
reach
to at
my
some point.
age are meant to share our wisdom with the young. Keep them on the true warrior's path when their stubbornness kicks up dust and clouds it.
You're not upset I fought Regala?
The desert respects strength. Why shouldn't I do the same? Wouldn't expect any followers she has left to follow suit, though.
Good talk.
I'll
Good
help
talk.
you harvest those pen machines if I can. Probably better if you don't do it on your own. Seems like your village needs you right now.
I like her.
An outlander after my own heart. We can leave now, or I can meet you at our outpost southeast of here.
Meet you there.
I have something to take care of first. You go on ahead.
I'll wait at the outpost for as long as I can.
May the 10 protect you then. I'll await your return and report to the capital.
Yeah, you do that.
We'll make sure this is the first side quest we do then. Just in case anything happens to him. Where's the next one? This is... Okay, so this is Draka. It's also a question mark here, apparently I haven't seen. Yeah, so I think Monday when we come back to this, we'll probably do side quests. I do really want to do the Cauldron before I do... Oh, there's 2 side quests now. Okay. That's randomly. Oh, there's one in Plainsong now as well. Wait, is this Plainsong? That's not Plainsong. Well, Stone's Echo. Okay, so more's coming up now. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do... Just run up to the Cauldron first. I could do the Rebel Coast first. And then do that when I come back Monday. Alright, so that's... pick up these side quests.
Your enemy is...
Okay. I've got 5 skill points I still need to put in. Apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Where is she? There she is.
Aloy. Blood of the 10, Aloy. Regala denied.
Have you been well,
the truth of the
Fallen
visions
Bud?
revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Well, thanks to you, the chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Cavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with
Doing good now,
Regala's
I've got there,
remaining
mate.
forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hikaru cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Cavo is the last of my blood.
What made Cavo join Regala's rebellion?
For some, Regala represents a chance of vengeance against the Karja. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clans back at Barren Light. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to Meridian.
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took it as a call to arms.
Yes. But others, the young especially, care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting an age-old enemy. As for Cavo, it was probably a bit of both. And a youthful desire for a cause to get the blood burning. Nothing I said could stop him.
So if Cavo didn't listen to you when he joined the rebels, what makes you think he will now?
Cabo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. War was a stranger to him. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. He will listen. He must. I just have to find him before it's too late.
You said Cavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief Hikaru, the clans warred constantly with each other. Every skirmish claimed another comrade. One by one, I buried my children. And then, their children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but I never found comfort there. Only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Cavo from following the trail of blood.
If Cavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hikaru let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try. I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Cavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of first.
Oh god, I have to meet everyone there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then, strike true.
Strike true. Whatever that means.
That one's changed too.
Oh, so where's the other one?
Under Hikaru's reign, the grove is
There walks Hikaru's champion.
Is it inside? Oh, I'm glad there's two now. They all just keep popping up.
Walk tall, champion of the cool room.
Enjoy your time in our settlement.
This is where we'll make our stand. May our blades strike as one.
The cook. No one cares about the cook.
You are preparing to leave. You need supplies? May your blade strike true.
Don't need supplies. I need something.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Dugga. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista
case a machine runs amok. And it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory, not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a camp.
Do we have some of that?
You can bring the parts back to me here when you're done.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldiers' squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
We have indeed.
A small reward for your efforts. But don't let your guard down. There are still many
How many have
outposts
we
in the
found?
wilds.
All right, what's wrong?
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
That fight was
Get that ballista fixed.
Okay, fuck me, got so much side quests. That's a good thing though, that's a good thing. Takes a break from the story. Okay, so we've got outfit up here.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that roller back. And I think I saw a herd of bristlebacks not far from here.
So stash. Where's the outfits? What outfits have you got? None that I want.
Army can march without supplies.
Where's Weapon Man? There it is. A woman. Okay, nothing I want. I just want the purple ones so I can start upgrading and everything.
An honor, champion. I'm Nako. Have you been out to the Valley of the Fallen by chance?
Don't think I have. Why? What's there?
My idiot little brother. The valley is a test of endurance and skill for my clan, the Lowlanders. But it's been closed for months. Commander's orders. There have been reports of strange lights off the coast, and the whole area is crawling with deadly machines. But Dax, reckless and bare-armed as he is when in any way, never takes no for an answer. Convinced 2 others to go with him, too. They've been missing for days, and now Marshal Ivir has been sent in to bail them out.
Strange lights, deadly machines, and missing soldiers. Sounds like a lot, even for a marshal.
I'd go by myself, if I wasn't stuck on transport duty.
I'll find your brother, if I can. Where is this valley?
Southwest of here, in the depths of lowland territory. Look for the climbing path on the cliffs. It marks the start of the valley. And if you see my brother, knock him on his ass for making me worry.
I shall. I guess.
Strange lights off the coast. Whatever it is, it can't be
okay, how do we get out of
into
there?
it when I'm out that way.
With your blade amongst us, she's clear to enter. Good day, Outlander. Welcome you.
Obviously I'm clear as a wender. Do you not know who I am? Alright, any more side quests pop up? Just got the 1. We've got the 2, so we'll go back here first, I guess. Or was this the place? There was a place that wouldn't let me in, and I can't remember where it was.
It's been some time. Good to see you. I think I'm late for my duties. Even if the land
I think this is the place that won't let me in. Yeah, it was. There's more side quests now. Jesus Christ.
What do you need?
A squad of Tanakh is holed up in the cave to the south. I think they're in trouble. At least one of them is injured. I'm headed there to offer help, but with the Tanakh, such an offer might be perceived as an insult, even when help is needed. Will you come with me? I saw you speak before the chorus, so I know you can be persuasive. And if things get out of hand, I will be stronger with your spear at my side.
Isn't there someone in Plainsong who can go with you?
Not with Tanakh rebels prowling our borders. No one wants to get involved.
I have some other things to take care of first. Their camp is south, you said?
Yes.
I'm hoping, if I'm saying I'll meet you there first, no one dies. This is going to give me a lot of XP and skill points.
From here, Outlander.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the place they wouldn't let me in last time.
Gotta repair the data I have on plowhorns before I can override them.
Now this Outlander.
What do you have? I should probably sell some
May
stuff.
our
But...
next hunt bring you back with trophies.
Yeah, because this is, oh no, we have been here. This is where we did where we met thingy, so...
What do you want?
Well, that's just a bit
Some
rude.
sort of problem?
The problem is foreigners. You're the second one I've seen today. Sooner
Okay.
you all go, the better this soil will be. Less chance of bad seeds taking root.
I would have thought easing your land god's pain would have earned some goodwill around here, but...
Ray is going to die anyway, just like all of us. Meanwhile, Outlanders come, taking what little we have left. Just like that Karja huntress I saw earlier. All dressed up like a bird, dragging an Utaru girl behind her like a slave. Called the girl a thrush. Never heard that before. Must be some old Karja curse.
Wait, a Karja huntress with an Utaru thrush.
What, am I talking to myself here? Yes. Saw them just today running southwest.
Sort your
likely
fucking
to their
attitude
deaths.
out.
Can't harvest the stinger fruit there. Too many machines. Poor Utaru girl, whoever she is. May her seeds find fertile soil.
I know you didn't mean to, but you may have just helped me find an old friend. Thanks.
Don't need your thanks. Don't want it.
Oh, I swear to God.
Karja huntress.
Talk to me like that again,
Sounds
I swear.
like someone I know. Southwest. I should start there. I wonder what she's doing all the way out here.
What friend's this?
We're on for a tea ceremony.
What huntress is this, shall I say? So I'll be there. Oh, that's Jax. Maybe can't get that one yet. There's no more's come up. Plainsong we should probably go there because we should check up on it quickly. Oh.
Over here, friend.
Some more rumors.
I hear Tanakh rebels have taken over the border gates west of here. Best stay clear of them if you're heading that way.
Thanks for the heads up.
Rebel outpost. God, I got oh, there's.
And the
fucking
Utaru have enough
side
to deal
quests.
with. Maybe they could use a little help.
Don't know what the fuck that is up there. So we got 2 side quests here. Let's go into back to the top. How do we get back to the top? Just through here. I think we do like. Let's have a see what side quests we got. We could do like an episode of stream of side quests, then go
going on
do
here?
Poseidon, then do some more side quests, then go thingy. So make sure we get everything done.
This is not your concern, Outlander. Have we not tolerated enough of your intrusions?
I think
Shut
I can
up.
handle one more. What is it?
My wife, Kalai. She was to join the course. She went up to the promontory to perform the rite of discovery, but she must have fallen. And now they are abandoning the search.
We have done enough, Bree. The search party found nothing but her instrument broken beside the riverbed.
And atop the promontory was only the dye she used for the ritual. We will not ask more of our people to risk their lives because of one woman's stubbornness.
But the seed she carried deserved to be planted and remembered. I heard how you helped the land god Ray. How you saw what no one else could. Please, will you look for her seed pouch?
False hope is a creeping vine.
Why is everyone so angry in this game?
How was Kalai chosen to join the chorus?
The chorus chooses its own, but they can't do so in isolation. They must listen to the people. Kalai was a growing voice for new ideas instead of old traditions, and her beliefs were catching on.
We cannot deafen ourselves to dissonance, unpleasant though it might be.
So you had to admit Kalai, or risk legitimizing her ideas even more.
The Outlander catches on quick.
The rite of discovery. What is it exactly?
It's a pilgrimage to the promontory. The place where the first Utaru beheld Plainsong. Kalai was to follow the path our ancestors took. Mark her eyes with dye and then play her song while overlooking the land. She then would have added her mark on the promontory itself, joining the marks of those who came before. Every new chorus member used to make the journey. But because of the derangement, the practice has been abandoned. Too dangerous. No one's done it for years.
Then why did she do it?
We all was her way. She ignored our warnings.
She thought it would lend strength to her point of view. She needed to prove that she respected the old ways, even as she advocated against them. Then maybe more people would listen.
What were Kalai's political beliefs?
Radical. You would have gotten along.
Plainsong is dying. But Kalai believed we don't have to die with it. As the wind carries the seed to distant lands. She proposed that the Utara leave Plainsong and seek out a new home.
We are bound to this land. A tree cannot pick up its roots, even as fire approaches.
But you're not trees.
It doesn't matter now.
Kalai was carrying a pouch of seeds?
Every Utara keeps one. We choose the seeds at a young age, taken from the plants of our forebears or those of other significance. And when one passes, their seeds are returned to the land that nourished them, so that life may spring again. Which is why I want Kalai's pouch. Her seeds deserve to be planted in Plainsong.
The river will carry the seeds to new soil, where they will take root and flower.
But they won't be at home.
It's the best we can hope for.
If I'm out that way, I can take a look around.
Thank you. The promontory is northeast of here. Look for the broken bridge at the bottom of the cliffs, right at the promontory's base. That's where the search party found her instrument.
Okay. That all right with you?
How you waste your time is not my concern.
Searching for what the land has already reclaimed is fruitless.
What a bunch of noble people.
We'll have nothing.
What's going on here? Sounds like there's a problem.
We're speaking about something important, Outlander.
Yul, please. Later. A reminder of why I often prefer plants to people. They're so much less demanding. I apologize for Yul. My people used to be friendlier, but hunger robs many of their kindness.
Seems like there's a lot around here in short supply. Is there anything that can help?
As Yul said, we need food. So much so that we've sent hunting parties to the Old Growth, a forest in the north. We never used to hunt animals for food. We never had to. But as our crops fail, we've run out of options.
But something else went wrong.
A machine slaughtered the last hunting party we sent out. A Clawstrider. To hear the lone survivor tell it, more deadly than any we've seen before. Until it's gone, I can't risk more hunters, but without that meat, our people grow more lean every day.
I saw you up there when I spoke in front of the chorus.
Yes. I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help you, and especially Zoe. Many Utaru like to think we're above politics, but that is far from true. I don't often agree with Fane, but I have to work closely with him on many matters.
So you didn't want to cross him?
Not in such a public way, no. I hope you don't hold it against me.
What's done is done. It all turned out in the end. Without more food, how much longer can the tribe hold out?
The land gods blight the fields more every day. A month, maybe 2. The maddening part is that many are resigned to this fate. Like Fane, who would have us simply wait to die. You heard him. Death is merely part of the grand cycle.
But you'd rather do something.
Yes, like send hunters to the Old Growth for food. Fane fought that idea too. He will undoubtedly cast what happened to the hunting party as another reason to side with him.
If we let him. Tell me everything you know about the machine that attacked your hunters.
It fell upon them near the edge of the Old Growth. One of them, Ven, survived and made it back to Plainsong. If you wish to question him, he's recovering with our healers. The other 4 hunters weren't so fortunate. It must be a powerful beast. Can you destroy it?
I've handled tough ones before.
Good. The old growth must be made safe for hunting. One more thing. Every Utaru wears a small patch of seeds, given at birth, planted at death. It is how we remember our loved ones and celebrate their place in the cycle. It would mean a great deal to the hunters' families if you could recover them.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Be careful in the forest.
Before I head for the old growth, I might want to talk to the survivor. See what he can tell me about the Clawstrider.
Over here, child. I wish to speak with you.
The child, Dre, was bold and...
Who's the survivor? Okay, well, we'll do that when we can. What's this? There's no more side quests anywhere else apart from up here now. So one more to go and collect before we end. And we have about 50 of them to do. Oh, we got side quests here. So. This was the Sky Clan's place, if I remember. Which I don't know why people are still here.
Snow falling. Well, only a matter of time.
Oh god, there's more side quests now as soon as you land. You're up there, okay.
You've made quite an impression for an outlander.
It sounds like Regala.
Are you Chaplain Jera? Katalo said I should talk to you, to see if you need help.
Bold move, Wallbreaker, burying Tekote's pride beneath the bulwark's rubble.
I was just...
At ease. Many in the clan agree with you, and Marshal Cotello was right to send you to me. There is something you can help with. A few of our soldiers followed him to the embassy at Barren Light, against Tekote's orders.
Right. I remember Cotello showed up last, with only a few representatives from the Sky Clan.
When those soldiers returned home, Tekote reassigned them to an old watchtower, one we had abandoned to the machines. He insisted that with war brewing it must be reclaimed, but those soldiers are serving no one out there. If, however, they were to return by request of Hikaro's champion, Tekote wouldn't have the backing to deny them, especially when their chaplain supports their return.
Tell a few soldiers to come home and give Tekote another black eye? Sounds easy enough.
Go to the Cold Rushes, a long stretch to the west. The watchtower stands beside the falls. Speak to Kiva there, the squad's leader. Good luck.
Chief owes you his life. It's the Chief's champion.
A lesson has been taught.
Okay, let's see what outfits we got here. I would imagine someone's got... How do I get out there?
What's going on here?
The Wallbreaker. Jekka's brother here went off to get himself killed.
He'll finish the climb. I know it.
Not likely.
My brother Pento left to climb the March of the Ten, to get his soldier's mark. They were supposed to be done by now, but he's not back yet.
Jekka! Lataka! To your training, now!
Your brother should have stuck to his cleaning duties.
Would you mind checking up on the march? If I leave, my squad leader will kick my ass. And I don't want anyone thinking I'm worried about my brother making the climb. Because I'm not.
I get it.
You can't miss the path markers. They're by the waterfall west of here.
If I head that way, I'll see what's going on.
Thank you.
No slacking, soldier!
I'm coming, I'm coming.
How the fuck do I get up there?
Pento, you better stay safe.
Oh, up there, okay. Oh, let's get the side quest up there. Did I check? I haven't checked the hunting goods yet. See what he's selling. No. Anything decent? Rare. No, thank you.
Can you fell Regala as easily as...
I will beat Regala whenever we get there. Well, imagine Regala's a secondary boss. Like, the Varzinov is obviously the most one that we actually are worried about here.
Can I ask what you're arguing about?
Oh, Sariva won't let it rest. She insists our comrade Farika flew on the wings of the 10. But I say, hanging onto a Stormbird for dear life isn't the same.
A Tanakh rode a Stormbird?
She went up in the air. But rode is a strong word.
Ha! You admit it.
You're talking about her like she's no longer around.
She's not. After she grabbed onto the machine, it flew off with her to that mountaintop.
The Stormbird still circles the peak, but we never saw Farika again.
It's sad. What a way to go.
I'll say. A shame no one can reach that mountaintop. She was a great soldier with armor to match, and it serves no one lying up there.
I'm a pretty good climber.
No doubt, but unless you want to try what Farika did, there's no realistic way to get up there.
For now.
I don't care what you say, she flew.
She flailed. Were you there?
I saw
only John Dell's strength is Outlander's blade.
Ooh, so I mean we get to learn to fly them. I think that's everything now.
A blade is a blade. May your enemies fall.
All the side quests done. Well, not done, but picked up. What's Poseidon done? Okay, so Monday we'll try and do this as much as we can here. Start from this way. I guess we'll do the hunting grounds, I guess. I don't know why he keeps telling me to talk to the pitmaster. I want to see how many side quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which is the flying one here? Okay, so I'm guessing that's an errand. On hold. On hold until the wings of the 10 has been completed. I don't have the wings of the 10. Do I? No, I don't. How do I get the wings of the 10? Wings of the 10? On hold until the wings of the 10 has been completed. I haven't got that side quest though. Let's just do some of these side quests first to do that. Funners. I don't know which one we're going to do first. It keeps telling me to go. I'll probably do everything over here first. We'll go and talk to the melee bloke. For some reason, I have to do it again. Or there's something I have to do there. So we'll fast travel and get over there. Yeah, I'm gonna end this here. We'll come back Monday. Monday will be a whole side quest stream, I would imagine, and then obviously I'll do some of the skills because I actually need to do them. I'll do 2 now while I'm here, just to finish this one off. Gain Valor, and then pushing and repair. Nice, and then we'll probably do some more survival because we actually need that. Trapper I ain't really too bothered about. Ultra not really too bothered about for now. But yeah, we'll come back Monday and then we'll do as many of these side quests as we can for like 2 hours. And then we'll go and continue the main quest. Unless we just do all these first and then continue the main one because more's probably going to pop out. Tomorrow we'll be back with Temtem. Hopefully we finish Temtem tomorrow. It looks like it could be coming towards an end, so hopefully tomorrow could be the last stream of Temtem, and then we'll move on to Dark Souls 2. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Peace out.